Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. At days, former President Donald Trump has called for U.S. Supreme Court justices to demonstrate loyalty in key cases, specifically referencing his executive order on birthright citizenship. He openly criticized two of his own appointees, Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett, for siding against his tariff policy, stating it's really okay for them to be loyal to the person that appointed them. This statement challenges the foundational principle of the Supreme Court as an independent branch of government designed for checks and balances. Trump expressed pessimism about the court's upcoming ruling on his birthright citizenship ban, which has been blocked by lower courts based on the 14th Amendment. He also lamented the February tariff ruling, which he claims cost the United States $159 billion in refunds. The American Civil Liberties Union, which sued over Trump's birthright citizenship policy, argues it violates the Constitution and long-standing precedent. A decision on birthright citizenship is anticipated by late June or early July. NTD News reports on growing concerns regarding foreign adversaries purchasing U.S. farmland. Congressman John Mullenar is spearheading a bipartisan bill to prohibit China and other hostile nations from acquiring agricultural land, especially that located near sensitive military installations and critical infrastructure sites. The bill aims to protect the integrity of the U.S. food supply and national security. NTD spoke with Brian Reisinger Farmer, a journalist and author of Land Rich, Cash Poor, for further insights into this issue and the implications of foreign ownership of American farmland. Global News reports that the 2026 Global Progress Action Summit in Toronto brought together political leaders and policy experts to address economic security, democracy, and global cooperation. Prime Minister Mark Carney delivered a keynote speech advocating for Canada to take risks again amidst global uncertainty. He outlined a vision for Canada's future, focusing on affordable housing, reducing reliance on the United States in trade, and expanding strategic industries in the face of ongoing tariffs on steel, aluminum, and autos. Carney also defended government spending cuts and promised a national AI strategy centered on safe and sovereign technology for Canadians. Earlier, Industry Minister Melanie Joly and former U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg discussed rebuilding trust through economic security, with Joly highlighting the global impact of U.S. policies. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand also participated in a panel on Canada-U.S. relations, emphasizing the desire for countries to grow together. Former U.S. President Barack Obama was among the notable attendees, though U.S. President Donald Trump did not attend. Indonesia has formally proposed hosting an ASEAN oil storage hub, an initiative aimed at bolstering regional energy security. Energy Minister Bahlil Lahadalia announced that this facility would help Southeast Asian countries access oil supplies during disruptions. While no agreement has been reached on the hub's location, Indonesia is collaborating with Malaysia, Brunei, and the Philippines to advance the proposal. Separately, Indonesia is also planning to construct its own oil storage facility within a special economic zone in Sumatra. This project, currently in the feasibility study stage, is intended to significantly increase the nation's energy buffer reserves. Minister Lahadalia affirmed that the Sumatra project would proceed irrespective of whether Indonesia is chosen to host the ASEAN hub. The idea for a regional hub emerged from discussions on strengthening energy cooperation and security at the recent ASEAN summit in Cebu, Philippines, which Minister Lahadalia attended alongside President Prabowo Subianto. This report comes from Antara. 联合早报 reports that Japan is set to receive its first shipment of crude oil from Azerbaijan since the Iran war erupted in late February. This marks a significant step in Japan's efforts to diversify its energy sources, as it previously relied on the Middle East for approximately 95% of its crude oil imports. The conflict led to a halt in oil transportation through the Strait of Hormuz, compelling Japan to seek alternative supplies. According to Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, an oil tanker carrying Azerbaijani crude is expected to arrive in Yokohama as early as Tuesday, May 12, destined for Enios, the country's largest petroleum processing and sales company. While Japan has imported oil from Azerbaijan before, this is the first such shipment since the war began. In addition to Azerbaijan, Japan has also turned to the United States for supplies and imported sanctions, exempt crude from Russia's Sakhalin-2 project. The Japanese government has also utilized its strategic oil reserves multiple times to address supply shortages, with total reserves currently standing at 205 days of consumption as of May 8. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.